This is SCTV Channel 109.
Oh, hey, it's LJ, and welcome to the Great White North. Yeah, so I've always really well. We have two topics today. One is Canadian 70s hard rock, and the other is VCLT. So for the first topic with Canadian hard rock, I always loved hard rock, 80s heavy metal and 70s hard rock. And in high school, I didn't really know there was a difference between US hard rock and Canadian hard rock. And then the older I got, I realized bands my favorite bands like Rush, they were from Canada. I didn't know. And then I always started listening to other stuff and getting real deeper in that, and bands like Moxie, they're from Canada too, and they're great hard rock bands. And then people like Ottavio, who's Guess I'm Just a Spud Boy, he's a spud. This potato reminds me of Ottavio. Hey Ottavio, hey OJ! And so Ottavio, he lives in Canada, right? So he can find these records easier than I can, because I'm here and he's there. So there he can find these records all the time and has some extras, and here I can't, but here I can find some records he can't find there, right? So I can send those records there and here. Alright, so and then getting deeper into Canadian hard rock, Ottavio introduced me to Gatto, and he sent me this one 2 years ago, eh? And other bands I knew and loved, and then I said, hey, wow, they're from Canada too. And it's April Wine, another great band, and Trooper, of course, and you got Bachman Turner Overdrive, and these are all great Canadian bands, eh? And then my friend Ottavio, and we talk a lot, and he's like, hey, I'm looking for some records, eh? And I said, yeah, me too. So, let's do a trade. So I sent him some records, and he sent me some records. And today, those records from there, here came there. From there came here, eh? And so here they are. And I don't know what's in here. We talked about some, but there's a lot of records in here. And this is heavy. This is like case of beer heavy. Yeah, case of beer heavy, eh? So we're going to open this up and just take them out and see what he sent, because there's a lot of records in here. And already he sent me so many cool records in the past, and I know I said thank you, but he sent me autographed Triumph record, which just blew my mind, eh? So anyways, let's cut this open and we'll see what's in here. Okay, and so we're back and the box is open, and I don't know what's in there yet, eh? But I know he's just been so cool about helping me build my Canadian hard rock collection and letting me know, what other bands are out there, maybe that I just don't even know about, because, they were Stone Cold classics, there, but Stone Cold classics, but not here. And also because here, those same Canadian bands, they're usually on here, labels from here. So they'll be on a black RCA label, the one with the dog on it here. But they're on really, oh excuse me, really cool labels Attic Records, your Attic, or Anthem Records. So not only do I get to learn more about bands I wouldn't know about because of Ottavio, Guess I'm Just a Spud Boy. And that's that should be another topic. Make sure you see Ottavio's channel. It's Guess I'm Just a Spud Boy, and there's a link down there to it. But also I get to, I forgot what I was saying. So let's see what records are in the package, eh? So here's the first one. Alright, it's Max Webster. This is Universal Juveniles. And there's a note on it, which is cool. And this is a really cool album. I saw a video for, is it Battle Scar, eh? So this is on Anthem Records, and Battle Scar is a song they did with Rush. So Rush is on today. That's a really cool record. And and you might be able to find things like Max Webster there really easy in Canada, but here you can't find them. And hey, here's what I was telling you. So there's that Anthem Records label. It's really cool. There you can see it all the time, but here you can't see it at all. And here's some more. Max Webster. This is really cool, eh? Look at this. So this is High Class and Borrowed Shoes. And look at that, eh? That's autographed. That's signed right there by Kim Mitchell, eh? Kim Mitchell from, is now, I think he does the afternoon drive show, eh? In Q107 in Toronto from like 2 to 6 p.m. Definitely check it out. It was Ottavio that let me know about that. But hey, right there. So, Kim Mitchell signed my Max Webster album, eh? So here's Max Webster's A Million Vacations. This is like instant Max Webster collection. And there's a note from Ottavio. It says, this was my copy from high school in 1979. And in grade 11, I taped the inside sleeve. So for 35 years, wow, man, he's young. It's like, that's just as cool as it gets. So not only is it on Anthem Records, and it's Max Webster album, but, you know, that really adds like a whole nother level of like cool to it. You know, it's like cooking back bacon and beer. Now I have like Ottavio's actual copy of that. And there's like notes on every one of these. And Ottavio, I'm going to read them all. I promise, okay? Okay. So that's like really cool. Now Zon, so cool. Like here's another really cool band that you just never hear about. It's Zon. This is Astral Projector. Well, that beer's going right to me. Astral Projector. So you gotta like check out Zon. I've only ever found one Zon album in the wild. And this, see, I'm just excited about this because this just completes my Moxie collection. Oh man, wow. So I mean, wow. I don't even know what to say about this one, eh? That's just, I mean, look, it's like red, so kind of like Christmas. But that's Moxie too. And this, like the first Moxie album I showed you already, I put it down here with the beer, is like, without ringware, they're just really, really hard to find. And they had like 3 great albums and then one kind of okay album with like the guy from Loverboy on it. But this is just awesome. Awesome. I mean, wow. Ottavio, thank you so much. That's great. These records, I mean, here but not there. Here, they're hard to find. I think I said that. So here's Wireless. So this is very cool. Wireless is another band that I just got into. Another great Canadian 70s hard rock band. I found one Wireless album in the wild, and then he found or had another copy of this one and sent it to me, which is cool. And I think is their next album maybe that Geddy Lee from Rush produced. So there's Wireless. And now I'm like, instantly I had like this amazing 70s hard rock collection. And like from Canada too. Or what would Brian Boitano do? So here's like Max Webster Live Magnetic Air. And Ottavio says this captured the Max Machine at their prime. That's awesome. We gotta keep moving through these. There's just so many in here. Here's another Gatto record. And I remember seeing this one only on Discogs, but Ottavio says we all outgrew Gatto by 81 and moved on to other things, but this album still just rocks. It's like the dark horse. And this is just cool. I tell you, like I said, he's there and I'm here, and because we're there and here, I like dig all the time, and I don't see this stuff at all. And this is Frank Soda and the Imps. I've never heard of this one. I'm gonna have to like put this one on. Maybe we can get some donuts and listen to this. And this is like cool. He says this one's not from Toronto, but just wild gigs. I can't wait to listen to that. Every one of these is in the sleeves. Here's another Max Webster Mutiny up my sleeve. I'm blown away. I have like a complete Max Webster collection, and all I've been able to do is I have some of these on CD, and I can listen to them on CD. That's pretty cool, but there's nothing like putting the needle down on the record, and you know that. And this is probably the absolute hardest one to find. Like the first Triumph album he sent me. This is the first Max Webster album. It has probably the best cover ever. And we were talking over email, like typing each other a letter and stuff. And this is the debut, and we both figured out that Paul Kersey plays drums on this, and he later went on to join The Hunt. And The Hunt is another excellent Canadian hard rock band that you have to look up. Again, this is on Anthem. This is just super cool. So I, like, thanks to Ottavio, I now have like a whole discography of Max Webster. And, you know, I dig in stores and record stores and all over the place. And I can tell you, in the last time I saw a Max Webster record, here and not there, but here, and here isn't far from there, which is kind of crazy. But the last time I saw a Max Webster record, it was, I don't know, maybe like never. Maybe never. It's crazy. They're just not around. So now here is Rush 2112. This is a US master disc pressing. This is fantastic. And Ottavio says it goes back home again. This is definitely a step up from mine. So mine needed a bit of an upgrade. And wow. Wow. This is just awesome. This is on Mercury. And this just looks absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. And this, what kind of master disc is it? So master disc rush pressings, those are like the ones that sound the best. And we talk a lot about master disc pressings and rush. So they're like total record geeks, but wow, definitely a step up from mine. Mine had a couple of issues with it. It was a master disc, but it's got, you know, you listen to it so much that you know, even when you like hear it on CD, you can still hear like the marks and everything. That's awesome. I mean, thank you so much. Here's another Gatto album. So this is Best Seat in the House. And wow, you know, this is a double LP. And here's that label that just like drives me nuts. I mean, look at this. It's like, that's the label I dream about. Yeah, and look, that's Attic Records. So this is Gatto's Best Seat in the House. And I think this is a live LP. Up until now, the only other Gatto record I had was the one he sent me that I showed you. Back down here, which is good because I can like drink my beer. It was an active Gatto. I mean, I've looked at these records online and everything, but a lot of them to get, you know, the Attic pressings or Anthem pressings, and sometimes that's all there is. They're just like, they have to come from Canada, so the shipping is crazy, eh? So, wow, and there's one more in here, okay? And then we're almost done with this episode. Very cool. So this is FM Black Noise. You know, I was just telling somebody else in the VC, that I don't have any FM on vinyl. So this is very exciting to finally get this. This is awesome. So this is on Passport of Canada. You know, I have some Passport records, but they don't say QR is beer of Canada. So that's like a dozen cousin. And Ottavio, I'm blown away. Thank you. You're welcome. And I want to thank Ottavio for being my guest tonight on the Great White North. Make sure you check out Ottavio's channel. He's Guess I'm Just a Spud Boy. Ottavio, thank you so much. I mean, that's just a great package. That's it for this episode of Great White North. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you later.